Waiter, does your fancy private spring connect to a septic tank?
Mr. Gu, what's wrong?
I paid 8,800 and you put me in filthy water? Get Mr. Lu.
Lu Yuan? He left. I'm in charge here now.
Fine. I want a full refund, and I'm filing a complaint.
Wah, the third floor bathroom toilet is backing up. It's full of shit.
One month earlier. Xiao, open the black gold private spring suite on the top floor. My mom's coming for a soak today.
Brother Glory.
That courtyard was booked by a black gold member. They'll be here soon. What is a black gold member?
This whole mountain belongs to the Bull family. I'm staying in the top floor today.
Zach, you're an employee. How dare you act high and mighty on our land? Get the key card. Aunt Bull.
Mr. Land made the rules. The resort must follow booking order and membership levels. No cutting in line, or the platform will deduct points.
Then make that member switch rooms.
I can't. They paid in full.
Move. I want to see who thinks they're more important than the Bull family. Ah. 8,888 a night.
Good lord, 8,800 a night for this lousy pool. David, it's fully booked every day. How much money must they be making? I knew it. That kid Luke is making a fortune, using our village's water and taking our family's land. That money should have belonged to our Bull family.
Well, I'm going up there today to see if that 8,800 room is made of gold or silver.
David, you can't go up there. It was just disinfected.
Move aside, little girl. On my turf. Does my son need your permission to go anywhere?
Want to go upstairs and take a look? Sure. Settle your old tab first. Someone you brought smashed a roux or tea set. 7 grand. The week before last, you poured beer into a private hot spring pool. You ruined the filter cartridge. Full system cleaning fee. 12 grand.
You dare ask me for money?
Including past unpaid meals and customs since you took, it's 28 grand.
Louis Farrow, don't push us around. We rented you this spot. You've made dirty money, and now you're settling scores with my son.
Mrs. Neo, I haven't shorted you rent in 5 years. Damaged items must be paid for in full. Pay 20,000 in full, and I'll charge the platform rate for the room. Not today. Nope, the door's behind you. No need to show you out. Mr. Gu, private gold bath is ready. Agarwood incense is lit. Water is 42 degrees.
Thank you, Mr. Lu. Whenever I come, the service is this good.
This way, please.
What are you so smug about, Lou? You're just renting from us. You work for our family. Dahua. Go get your father. Tell him to teach this punk a lesson.
Dad, I slipped in during the front desk shift change and copied this data.
It's the real deal. Old man, have you figured out how much Luke Farrow makes a month? Look at hands shaking. You look like you're having a stroke.
Wow. In peak season, all 18 rooms are booked every day. Plus that thing on the top floor, the black gold private bath. It pulls in hundreds of thousands in profit a month. And that doesn't even include what guests spend on food and spa treatments.
Dad, his rooftop private bath goes for 8,888 a night. Luke Farrow is one sly fox. He came up with VIP perks, using money to create a status barrier.
What are VIP perks?
It's a scam for rich people, for black gold supreme privileges that make big shots feel superior. Preload hundreds of thousands into the system without blinking. Luke Farr isn't running a private hot spring resort. He's printing money.
That damn outsider makes hundreds of thousands a month. It's all thanks to our prime land. We should be making money ourselves.
No matter how much that punk struts around, he's just a worker paying us rent. Shh. Come to think of it, his lease expires at the end of this month.
Dad, then we won't rent it to him. When the lease ends, we'll take the building back and run it ourselves.
You run it yourself?
Do you even know how to manage a bit?
The venue and hot springs are ready. Once we take over, we'll get rid of Lu Yuan's rules. Peak season's here. I'll host an influencer hot spring festival, spend money, hire influencers to live stream and check in, get buzz going. Depends on location and hype.
Exactly. My son knows how to think. That Lu Yuan kid walks around with a cold face. What does he know about business? It's settled.
Dahua should start a proper career by now. When our contract ends, we'll take back direct control. No one can fault us for it.
We've already exceeded our first quarter target of 40,000 a day. Next, we need a more detailed value tier system for high-value customers. Keep the repeat purchase rate steady.
Well, boss Lou, counting money first thing in the morning? Little Lou keeping busy? I brought Dahua over today to tell you something.
Uncle Nyo, everyone's time is valuable. Get to the point.
Here's the thing. Our venue lease expires at the end of this month.
I was thinking about it half the night yesterday.
David's not getting any younger. He can't just wander around all day. He needs a proper job. So, the Hot Springs Resort is going back under our management. We'll let David run it and get some business experience. Luke, Nestor-Sons, you've made good money these past few years. Clear out the place by the end of the month.
This place was a rundown house nobody wanted. Brother Land spent 5 years building it, earning its name and customers.
What? Without this prime spot of ours, where would you open your resort?
Where would you get customers?
He only got where he is today because my location is so good.
Uncle Bull, this building sat empty for 3 years. The drains were yellow, stank. You begged me to rent it, swore if I paid to renovate it, you'd renew my lease when it expired.
That's what I said, but times changed. My son wants to start a business. As father, I have to look out for him. Your plans for the future? The lease is up. I have every right to take back my house.
Every right? For 5 years, I handled every review, every client, and the hot spring renovation. The first year's rent was 300 grand, rising by 100 grand each year. Luke never shorted you a cent.
You're not taking back the house. You're robbing me blind.
You think taking an empty shell means you can take over my business? Idiots. Uncle Bull, take it back and run it ourselves. Are you sure? You think you can handle it?
Quit trying to scare us. It's just a few beds and a pool of hot water. What's so hard about that? Still talking tough, huh? You just want to scare us into giving up.
Not a chance. Lou, you don't need to worry about that. The new family has lived here for generations. We could make money with our eyes closed.
Fine. Since the lease is up and you want the place back, we'll do this by the book. At the end of the month, I'll move out.
He agreed just like that? I thought he'd make a big fuss. Just a weak outsider with no connections. One scare.
He doesn't dare say a word. Luke, you've come to your senses. Let's part on good terms. Never overcharge 5 years' rent.
Don't worry, Uncle Bull. Since you want this land back, I won't touch a single brick or tile here. But my personal property, I'll take every last thing, all legal and by the book.
Sure, take it all. Take whatever you want. They're worn-out mattresses, right? Haul them away. As long as this building and Mountain Hot Spring are still here, I'll put in a brand new batch tomorrow. Still charge $8,800 a night.
Yeah, private property, my ass. You're just collecting junk. Don't dress it up. Dahua, let's go. Call the renovation crew now. Get ready to take over and start making money.
You think business is all about this land? This land? Keep it thin. Guard it till the end.
Boss Land, this job can't be done. Deep mountain groundwater has sulfur, yellow mud, and stink. It can't be. Used for hot springs, the building's foundation is weak. It leaks and floods everywhere. This place is a dead pit.
The water's no good. Start at the source. If insulation and waterproofing won't work, run the pipes underground. I'll fully fund it, up to $1 million. George Bull's family only saw the penthouse suite and the profit of $8,888 a night. They never saw the work behind it. They don't see how I turned foul-smelling groundwater into hot springs. They don't see me trying dozens of mattresses, lights, and scents to keep guests happy. A real business asset is never the location or the building. It's in my hands.
Brother Luke pulled countless all-nighters over 5 years to build this resort.
I really feel for Brother Luke.
Brother Luke, are we really handing over 5 years of hard work to the Bull family? Our hot spring resort ranks first in the whole province on—
Hand it over to them? In their dreams. Zoe, immediately disband all high-value customer groups under the company WeChat account. Then use my personal account to transfer those loyal customers into our new private customer pool.
Got it. I'll start. We won't leave them a single customer's contact.
Customers, reviews, favorites, and admin access are tied to Lucas Liu's company license, since we're doing this by the book. This system has to be fully removed too. From now on, what the Bull family gets is a genuine empty shell. Leo. Contact the construction crew. Tomorrow, bring heavy excavators and hydraulic shovels. Go to the backyard and dig up our equipment.
Yes, Mr. Liu.
Leo, go check the number of temperature control panels. Handle them carefully. They're precision equipment.
Yes, Mr. Liu. I'll keep an eye on it. The smart room control hub and aromatherapy system are being dismantled and loaded too.
Oh, come on. Boss Land won't even leave a scrap of cloth behind. Even a used old mattress is a treasure to him. How cheap can you get?
Exactly. Outsiders are outsiders. So small-minded.
Big Blossom. Let him move it. Once he hauls all that junk away, Mom will...
Go to the wholesale market tomorrow.
And bring you back a truckload of new sheets. Out with the old, in with the new. As long as the building stands, as long as the hot spring behind the hill flows, it'll be the old Ox family's cash cow. What are you doing?
Are you moving out or tearing place down?
You dare damage the wall? David Liu, let go of me.
Mr. Land, don't push it. Open your eyes and look carefully.
Standalone smart water supply unit. The invoice and title clearly have my name on them. Under the contract, I'll pay you $500 to fix the wall damage. But this equipment, I won't leave you even one screw.
Fine. You win. Tear it out. You'd better strip out every faucet. Let's see where you can go with all that scrap metal.
What's going on? Why is there an excavator here?
Luke, crazy. If moving, move. Why bring an excavator? Are you trying to tear down our building? I'll call the police and have you arrested.
Mr. Liu, all demolition equipment is in position.
The building, I'll return it to you, as stated in the contract. But the geothermal water purification and sewage system I buried underground 5 years ago, I'm taking it with me today. It's mine, so of course I'm taking it. Wishing you a booming opening.
Hey Land, you're destroying other people's property. Believe it or not, I'll call the cops and have you arrested right now. Oh, come on.
Murder. Robbery. Outsiders are bullying locals. They're even digging up the land.
Stop. Stop right now. This building belongs to us. Anything buried under our land belongs to the Bull family. Just try touching it.
Uncle Bull, calling the cops saves me finding the sheriff. Article 10 of the agreement we signed 5 years ago states that the underground sewage system purchased and installed by Party B belongs to Party B. When the contract ends, Party B may remove it and Party A may not interfere. You put your thumbprint on it. Take another look.
Well, still, you can't dig the ground up like this. You're damaging the foundation.
This is the purchase invoice for geothermal water treatment and sewage unit. The import clearance forms, plus 5 years of maintenance records, $20,000 quarterly. Paid from personal account by Luke Landon. For the past 5 years, has your Bull family paid a cent or replaced a single screw?
Damn it. I thought we'd get a cash cow for free, but now he's dug it all up. We're done for.
It's in black and white with fingerprints on it. Why is that little brat so guarded? Are we really just going to watch him dig all this up?
Trying to pull a bait-in switch, huh? Aunt Bull. If a machine falls on you, it won't be covered by compensation. Captain, keep digging. Anyone who tries to stop us again, record it, charge with disorderly conduct, and hand over to public security.
Copy that. Everyone in position. Lift it.
What is that smell? Does the backyard connect to a septic tank?
Why does this water stink like a sewer?
What's the panic? Never been out in the world? So what if there's some stinky mud deep in the mountains? That just proves it's real mineral water.
The man is right. This is the Bull family's lucky spot. How could the water be bad? The worse the smell, the more authentic the hot spring water.
Exactly. When time comes, we'll pour in cheap fragrance. Rich city folks will rush over to give us money. My influencer hot spring festival will open as planned next month. $10,000 in cash.
Per contract, damage to walls, cable channels, and floor tiles from removing equipment. Count it now. This building is yours again.
Lewis. Don't get cocky. It's a pump. Tomorrow, I'll go to town, buy a new one, and get it installed. Once it's up, we'll be open for business. We'll definitely make more than you.
A 20 grand pump to handle an 88 grand deal? Ignorance is fearless.
Dawa, call the town repair crew now, fill the pit and lay down some cement. Then buy a cheap water pump. No matter what, we have to open next month.
Right. We have to open.
Brother Luke, this place is too remote. There isn't a paved road. These forestry houses were abandoned at least 10 years. They're worse, unfinished dump from old Bull's family.
Worse? What I see is an unpolished gem. What regulars value about Cloud Haven is privacy and untouched nature, not a crowded resort for the rich. The scenery here. No road? We'll build one. Houses wrecked? Our core team will rebuild. In under 2 months, I'll turn this place into the province's luxury wilderness resort. The Neo family think they can take over business by grabbing an empty shell? Dream on.
Got it, Brother Lou. I'll find a way to contact the Forest Farm's landlord and set up a meeting as soon as possible.
Xiao Yuan. There's 500,000 in here. It's my retirement savings and my military severance pay. Take it.
Dad, absolutely not. This is your retirement money. I'll try more banks and cover the gap for the new site.
Business is war. This is your battle to win. How can you win if you're scared to make a move? Take it. As long as we're standing, we won't lose ground.
Don't worry, this battle. I'll make it a real win.
Boss Dale, the pit's filled in, but the pumps and purifiers you bought cheap in town are way too weak. The deep water can't be pumped up and they can't filter out the sulfur smell or impurities.
Why filter it so clean? It's hot water. People can soak in it. That's enough. Big shot guests come to the mountains for the natural hot spring experience. Luke spent $1 million on equipment. I did it for 20 grand. That's business sense. Get back to work. Stop talking.
You can't save a fool who wants to die. It's your money. When guests break out in rashes, don't blame me. Fine, fine. Didn't you hear Boss Dale? Just slap it together, hook up the pipes, get paid and leave.
Honey, check my taste. Got these at the town wholesale market. $10 a set. So festive, right? So fancy. 1,000 times better than the crappy black and white sheets Luke got.
Yeah. Save where you can. Keeping costs down is the key to business.
David said the water out back has a natural smell, so I bought the strongest fragrance. 4 in extra. It'll cover that smell for sure.
This stuff is way too strong. It's giving me a headache.
This is rich and fragrant. City folks love this perfume scent. It'll fade once aired out, Dad.
All set. I spent 100 grand hiring big online influencers and bought local trending traffic.
Good, good, good. This is exactly the kind of buzz we need. Build up the hype. Then the money will come rolling in.
Once Influencer Hot Springs Festival opens, it'll be packed. All this screen traffic is cash. Luke.
You think you're so tough? Tomorrow I'll show you what it means to rake in cash every day. Without you, Ox family can still
run this resort.
Thriving and prosperous.
Little dear. I believe in being upfront. This forest farm has great scenery, but its flaws are obvious. I put it in black and white in the contract. Water quality varies and can smell.
Transportation is inconvenient.
Those are serious drawbacks. Think it over, if you mind.
Then don't sign the contract.
Uncle Lee would rather leave Forest Farm empty than cheat you. Forest Farm Reception Hall.
Uncle Lee, I've never met a landlord who'd openly point out the flaws. For that honesty alone, I'm definitely renting this forest. Uncle Lee, don't worry. I've got $1 million water treatment and sewage systems, plus our team's professional expertise. We can fix all those issues. Uncle Lee, here's to a great partnership. Old Nyo's family treats Mud Pit like treasure, but I'm going to build an exclusive luxury wilderness retreat in the province right here. The Real Cloud Haven. This is only the beginning.
I'm taking you to check out
The luxurious Cloudvale Mountain Resort.
Natural Private Hot Springs. Grand opening deal, just $2,888. Come check us out.
Oh, my God. We're gonna be rich. Derek got his brains from his dad. He's a genius.
This place is a gold mine. You could make money eyes closed. Lucas must be crying in a backwater town by now.
Sis, move faster. Get the guests in line checked in. Today, we're making a killing.
What is that smell? It's strong. This fragrance smells cheap. Didn't everyone online say this was the hottest all-natural?
High concentrated mineral bath.
All the influencers are.
That's the smell.
We're already here. Let's go soak in it.
What is this? Is that shit? Why is there black sludge in the water? My feet hurt. They're itchy. Help! What shady dump is this? Sewage is spewing into pool. If my skin gets ruined, you'll hear from me.
Everyone, take a good look. This is the all-natural private spring they hyped up. Black sludge is bubbling up from the bottom, and the stench is unbearable. We spent nearly 10 grand to come here and soak in a shit pit? It reeks. Is this a natural hot spring? Why smell like a septic tank?
It's a misunderstanding. Don't listen to nonsense. This is premium deep-sea volcanic mineral mud made for our resort. It's rich in dozens of trace minerals, ma'am. This is not a problem with the mud. Your skin is too sensitive for such a high mineral concentration. You had an allergic reaction.
Are you insane? What deep-sea volcanic mud smells like shit and cheap perfume? Think we're easy to fool? Cut the crap. I've soaked in volcanic mud overseas. Take me for an idiot? This is sewer.
Just you wait.
I'll expose you on every platform. I'll write a bad review. Refund us.
Refund. We'll refund you right away. Miss, give these two valued guests double their money back.
Shut us up. Dream on. Your dump of a shop is as good as closed.
We'll make the necessary changes. This smell really isn't right. Could there actually be a sewer leak? Maybe we shouldn't soak here. What a dump.
Smells like a septic tank exploded.
If Big Bull hadn't paid me 20 grand to show up, I'd have called a cab and bailed. Take the money, do the job. I'm doing this. Don't get the wrong idea. That lady doesn't know what she's talking about. I've been to Iceland. Volcanic mud springs use natural mineral mud, like this dark brown mud. It's packed with concentrated sulfur. A little smell proves it's authentic and natural. Hot springs with high mineral content are amazing for exfoliating and fighting age. People would kill for a soak like this. With our opening day price, you're getting a bargain. Come on. I can't wait to try it. So it's premium volcanic mud. If influencers dare soak in it, then let's go in and give it a try.
Damn it. That was close. How the hell did those workers do their jobs?
Boss Grant, cheap, thin pipes you bought can't take high groundwater pressure. They burst.
Quit talking and replace them. If you hold up my business, can you pay for it? Several groups are in the lobby. VIPs are lined up for private spa courtyards. Get it fixed fast.
It's complicated down there. We'll reinforce and use imported pipes. 50,000 fixed price. I won't do it for a penny less.
50 grand? Are you robbing me? Didn't you say 2,000 would fix it?
Then fix it yourselves. If guests end up covered in black sludge again,
Your resort.
we'll be out of business by tomorrow.
Fix it. I'll give you 50 grand. You have 2 hours to get it done. It's fine, as long as we hold on to today's traffic. We'll make 50 grand back soon.
Brother Luke, the Nyo family is making a splash. They're flooding media with promo posts. Many longtime high-value customers have fallen for the hype and gone over there. Are we really just
Going to stand by and watch? Let them fly higher, so they fall harder. Daniel Nyo thinks he can take over my business with influencer live streams. Idiot. A private spa relies on barriers that can't be copied. First, control of the platform's backend and our regulars. Customer service contacts are in our hands. The Nyos can't even get their addresses. Second, our regulars are used to our exclusive custom calming aromas. If they use those harsh industrial fragrances, those picky VIPs will just feel sick.
exactly? They'll go for the cheap stuff. And there's the biggest trump card.
I spent $1 million on that water purification and drainage system. Without it, the resort's water pressure won't stay steady. The water can't be filtered, and sulfur sludge won't drain. With the Nyo's cheap pipes and busted pumps, they can't handle it. It's a matter of time before they crash. The more guests they take in, the faster they'll die. Send regulars a private WeChat message. Tell them the new venue opens soon, and the first batch is for loyal customers. Black Gold Premium Experience Service. Concierge service with free invitations.
For the first round of trials, I'll write the copy.
Go make it happen. Let Nyo Jigao's family enjoy themselves a few more days.
Dahua, you're the man. Price cuts and influencer sales work. Look at the crowd. Small profits, big sales. We're still making a fortune. Lu Yuan's methods are long outdated.
Exactly. As long as the price is low enough, those poor fools will soak in muddy water.
What's on your menu?
Your 380 yuan all-natural, secret house-made mountain delicacy? It's a 15 yuan supermarket meal pouch. You didn't peel off all the plastic. You just microwaved it and served it up? Do you think we're pigs?
It's our resort specialty. The concentrated stuff is the best stuff. All the nutrition is in the broth.
I want to check out. Refund me now. What a dump. The room drain reeks. The room smells like rotten eggs. We can't even stay here. I smelled rotten eggs when I walked in. The sewer is broken. Give me my money back. I drove 2 hours to get here. Just to eat a 15 yuan meal box with plastic on it? This is a scam.
You get what you pay for. How could 99 bucks get you?
A luxury.
This dump is worse than a motel in town. Let's get out of here. Why are broke copycats harder to deal with than rich ladies?
I spent 100 million yen.
Buying online.
These customers into coming here.
If I refund everyone to...
My cash flow will collapse. I'll pay repair crew. No refunds on special rate rooms. You're causing a disturbance. I'm calling security.
Go ahead, report it.
Report it right now. Let the health inspector see how you people run a business with this cesspit.
Boss Grand China, bad. Those pipes can't handle groundwater pressure. In the guest hallway. The ceiling has burst open, and muddy water is flooding out.
Boss, this can't be fixed. The thin pipes you bought to save money have aged and cracked. Once pressure rises, block one end and the other blows out.
Quit talking.
Get some tape and wrap it tight.
Stuff it with towels. We're done. Online ratings are tanking, flooded with 1-star reviews and leaked photos. Why are these broke copycats even nastier than rich ladies when they start cursing?
Mr. Landon, our
Formula aromatherapy is best. One whiff and I feel calm.
Mr. Landon,
like you said,
I followed instructions.
we send invites to all our high-value.
Those guests have had it with the Bull family's filthy water.
And awful stench. Once the new resort was finished, all wanted to try it. First bookings is already full. They're waiting for our grand opening to support.
The high-end market mode is built with infrastructure and taste. Bull Prosperity thinks he can stay in business cutting prices and pulling gimmicks. It'll backfire on him. Get ready. We open tomorrow. Let everyone see what a real Cloud Peak is.
No refunds.
You booked discounted rooms to save money and now complain about it. Who's going to cover the resort's losses?
Not only are you running a shady business.
You're still trying to play dirty?
Fine. You won't quit till you hit rock bottom. Police? Reporting a case. Cloudvale Manor is seriously scamming customers. They refuse to give refunds, and it's about to cause a mass conflict. Please send someone right away.
Why you really called the police?
Sir. No. Please don't call the police. Let's talk this out. Refund them. I'll give you a full refund right away.
Scared now, are you? Where'd that tough act go? Too late. The police are already on their way.
What's going on?
Who called it in?
You're running a business.
But you've turned this place into a...
Officer,
Look at the place. Muddy water leaks from the ceiling, and it reeks of sewage. They lied in ads and won't refund us.
Evidence is clear. This is serious breach of contract and fraud. Give guest a refund now. If the guest gets sick because of your conditions, you'll be held legally responsible.
Do you want this place shut down? Please calm down, officer. It's all a misunderstanding. It's this useless woman. She doesn't know any better. Move. Do you want the security team to shut this place down? You disgraceful fool. David, why are you just standing there?
Boss David.
We barely managed to plug all the leaks.
But these cheap pipes,
Can't handle groundwater pressure.
You'd better not open them all.
And don't come looking for me if they break. Got it. Let's go.
Go where?
The job's done.
Like we agreed before.
the repair bill was $50,000. You paid $10,000 up front.
Pay the remaining $40,000. The guys are waiting to eat. Lee, we had a surprise security inspection. The company account is under tax review. The cash flow's frozen.
Cut the crap. You work, you get paid. You trying to skip out on me?
It's a misunderstanding, I swear. My Bowl family resort is right here. Where could I run? Give me 3 more days. In 3 days, a tour group of several hundred is booking the place. Once the deposit comes in, I'll send you 40 grand. If I'm even a cent short.
Come smash up any. All of them.
Big Hua. We haven't had a single customer in days. Where are you going to get 40 grand in 3 days?
Look what you've done. We checked in the day before yesterday. That cheap air freshener in the room sent my wife and me to the ER. The doctor gave us a report.
How is that possible?
Save it. An emotional distress. I'll report you to the health department and market regulators right away.
Please don't report us. We'll pay. We'll pay, okay?
30,000. Not a penny less.
Dad. Our rating has dropped to 1.8. Screen full of 1-star reviews, calling us a toxic air freshener septic tank. Our orders have dropped to 0. Everyone online is warning people off us. What do we do?
You useless woman! 30,000 bucks. I told you to buy some air freshener, but you tried to save a few bucks and bought chemical waste instead. Now we've lost 30 grand. You've blown through every last cent we had.
Now you're blaming me? You're dumping it on me. If you want to blame someone, blame Dahua, insisting we take on the Yuan's mess.
Stop arguing. What's the point of saying all this now? Boss Lou sure knows how to treat people.
The roads here are nice and wide. Even the temperature of the towels.
Is just right.
This is where we belong.
Wild matsutake mushrooms picked today from deep mountains, served with locally raised free-range black bone chicken. It's been slowly simmered for 4 hours into a clear, natural broth. Please enjoy.
Amazing. This is a farm-to-table private kitchen. One bite and your tongue melts with freshness. The setting, the service, the air, this is where people are meant to be. A few days ago, muddy courtyard water splashed on my cap. I scrubbed 3 times with sea salt body scrub. It still gives me goosebumps. That place was basically a cesspool. Since Mr. Liu opened Cloud Peak, it's raised the bar way above Cloud Hideaway. From now on, all our girls' get-togethers will be here.
Dahua, tomorrow is the construction crew's final deadline. Have you scraped together the 40,000 balance or not? If we can't pay up, they're going to come and trash the place.
Our online rating is 1.8. Everyone calls us a gas chamber. We don't have one customer. Where do we get 40 grand?
Stop whining. Have a plan. The internet remembers for 3 days. They can trash us online. We can clear our name online. I contacted a budget influencer PR firm. For 20 grand, they'll hire a dozen This afternoon, they'll come to the biggest outdoor pool and live stream a 100-person infinity hot spring.
What? You haven't made back a dime, and now you want to spend another 20 grand hiring people?
Dad, do the math. During the stream, we'll drop a 9.90 group buy deal. When the stream heats up and 10,000 people order, that's 100 grand in cash flow. Who cares about the 40 grand balance?
But our water pressure isn't stable.
So what if pipes are a problem? The crew wants to scam us for more money. They're trying to scare us. Once we go live this afternoon, I'll turn all the hot spring water valves up. As long as pressure is high enough, steam will rise. The resort will look like a fairyland. When people see influencers soaking in clean water, we'll believe that muddy water leak nonsense. No risk, no reward.
Yeah, fortune favors the bold. As long as we plug this hole, who cares about the rest, Big Prosper? Do as you said, open all the valves and keep this place afloat.
The Cloud Hidden Villa 100-person infinity hot spring parties traffic is through the roof.
Traffic's up. Hurry, crank every underground water valve to max. Give me a misty look. Boss, these pipes can't handle pressure with underground water on. They could burst. Open them. I'll take blame if anything happens. We have to fix reputation.
Take the blame, my ass.
Those cheap pipes can't make anything magical. When the waste tank blows, see how you handle that. Once I open the valves.
I'm getting far away from here.
The health department has received many verified reports from residents and internet users. Your resort has committed serious health and safety violations, sewage backup and unauthorized use of substandard pipes. This poses a threat to public health. Immediately, you are shut down indefinitely for repairs. Once you dig up and rebuild the entire underground pipe system and it passes inspection, then we'll consider letting you reopen.
It's over. It's all over. Every penny we put in, including the loans, is gone.
What a sin. Oh, God, how are we supposed to live now?
I must have lost my mind. I just had to build the biggest resort. Now it's all ruined. We haven't made a dime, and the place has been completely sealed off. How are we supposed to repay our savings and all those debts? They're driving our whole family to hang ourselves.
Boss Dawson, the 3-day deadline is up. I heard you pulled something big today. The septic tank blew up. Stop dead. Hand over the 40 grand you owe us.
Brother Lee, please, have mercy. I'm broke. The resort's been shut down. No, I don't have any money.
My men did so much work for you, and you dare stiff us? Smash it. If we don't get paid today, trash this dump. Take all the valuable computers and marble from the place as payment.
Don't smash it. I have money. I'll pay. This is money I've secretly saved for 10 years, plus my retirement fund. The password is 6/8. It has 40 grand. Take it. Now get out.
You old bastard, at least you know better. Let's go.
My money. Big bull, you little bastard. You've ruined me.
Old Lee, look. I just renewed the top-tier annual plan.
And got black gold VIP perks.
From now on, when I bring clients here to talk business,
We can go straight into the finest private money well spent. Right?
just look at Boss Luke.
Put out in the open. The water's clear.
Nothing like Beefy Bob's.
That shady dump.
They used flimsy pipes, and sewage sprayed everywhere. So disgusting.
Unbelievable. These natural dark wood beams blend perfectly with the untouched forest outside.
Clean and classy.
So photogenic, right?
From now on, for group get,
Other than Cloud Haven.
I won't go anywhere else. Brother Luke, we've blown up.
Our online rating
Is locked at 4.8 stars.
Great reviews abound. Suite bookings are full through next month.
Even spending on our new rustic fine dining has tripled. And that's not all.
The provincial TV Focus on Life and Economy team came here today.
They asked to feature our resort.
In an exclusive,
The reporter and cameraman.
they're already in.
They're waiting in the VIP.
Let's go. Don't keep our friends in the media waiting.
Hello, everyone. I'm now at the recently viral Cloudvale Resort.
As you can see,
This place perfectly blends natural beauty with high-end luxury. Hello, Mr. Land. We know that
at a hot spring resort not far from here,
something serious happened yesterday.
the sewage backflow
Has led to an indefinite shutdown. Yet Cloud Retreat Resort
Has bucked the trend.
business is booming and reviews are high. May I ask?
What's your secret to success?
There's only one secret: respect the market and respect your guests. Some competitors think flashy lies, shoddy appearances, and reckless price cuts are enough to empty consumers' wallets. Cutting corners like that will only make the market turn on them. They'll become a laughingstock. What Cloud Haven has always aimed to do isn't start a price war or fool consumers, but build an industry-wide new ecosystem no one can surpass. Cutting corners will only backfire in the end and make you a laughingstock.
Why does Luke far away get to shine in interviews while I'm stuck with all this debt? Why? Hello, Manager Lewis. Yes, it's me. Give us a few days. The resort hit a snag. We'll be back in business soon. Hello?
Mr. Ox, your son's bridge loan is due. Principal and interest are 350 grand. If I don't see the money tomorrow, I'll bring my boys to your house and hold your funeral early.
Stop spinning. You're making me dizzy. David, let's turn ourselves in. Tell the court we're bankrupt. Let them take the resort.
No. We can't go bankrupt. If the resort gets auctioned off, it won't cover debts. We'll spend our lives behind bars. Our way out is to find someone to take it off our hands. Let's sell this hot potato at a high price, cash out, and skip town.
Have you even thought this through? Our resort's septic tank leaked. It even made the news. Everyone in the province knows about us. Who'd take a loss on a resort with such a terrible reputation?
Old man, what are you yelling about? Big Hua's idea is brilliant. Out-of-town bosses are clueless and loaded. As long as we dump this mess on them, we can pay off all our debts, and maybe even have enough left for a big villa. I say do it.
My mom gets it.
People in this province know, but outsiders don't. If we play our cards right and find some clueless country boss from out of town, we can still sell it for a fortune. As long as I get those out-of-town suckers money, I'll buy a ticket and get the hell out of here. By the time they find out they paid $8 million for a seized estate, I'll already be living it up overseas. Who cares if you two old fools live or die?
Hey, just look at these ratings. They're awful. Anyone can search online and see right through it.
Dad, you don't get it. Platforms are dead. People aren't. I hired a hacker to shut down and blacklist our old Cloudvale Lodge merchant account. Now no one can find those bad reviews online.
Cloud Summit Haven. Why does that name sound so much like Luke Farrow's Cloud Summit?
It's called riding high-end traffic. The name has to sound alike. And the content has to be top tier too.
Cloud Summit Haven. Why sounds that name like Luke Farrow's Cloud Summit?
It's called riding high-end traffic. The name has to sound alike. The content has to be top-notch, too. He thought he got away clean. But before we kicked him out, I snuck into his office. I copied all the business data and full occupancy records from his computer. Look. This is a screenshot of the province-wide top rating he got while running the place. These are the high-end retouched photos he paid a fortune for. And these are the real financial records from his 3 straight months of full occupancy.
David, are you trying to fake this? That's fraud. If they find out...
Dad. The loan sharks will come collecting tomorrow. Do we have any way out? I'll use fake accounts to post Luke's reviews, retouched photos, and top-ranking screenshots over our newly registered shop page. I'll use financial records to make an investment brochure.
On paper,
Cloud Top Sanctuary will be a hot spring hotel making over 50 grand a year.
David, will this work? If we fool out-of-towners, we can pay off our debts and profit. But what if records were stolen and we get caught?
Contract signed, money cleared, buyer takes the loss. Can anyone prove data was stolen? At most, false advertising. Fortune favors the bold. Wait to die or take a gamble.
Boss Prosperity is using old financial records to unload a rundown venue.
You think I'm some amateur? Mr. Gold, let's be straight. I need cash. Once the deal closes, I'll get
15% of the sale price as a fee. Mr. King has pockets. He loves cultural tourism and looks at financial statements.
Mr. Gold, if this works out, you'll be like a second father to me.
Brotherland, the Bull family has gone too far. I was checking local competitor data. I found Cloudvale Manor's listings wiped from major platforms. Even all those bad reviews are gone. Worried they were up to something again, I dug deeper. I searched online. Look. A newly registered resort popped up. Skyhaven Hidden Realm, a hot spring resort. Copying Skyhaven's name is bad enough. Look at edited luxury photos, this screenshot claiming Province's top rating, and glowing reviews from fake accounts.
This is everything you worked hard for at Cloudvale. They copied it all over.
Bull Blossom is really desperate. He even dared to fake the data. He's got nerves of steel. But why go to the trouble to set up a fake online store? What's his goal?
Luke. I'm worried. I'll contact platform support and legal now. I'll report fake registration and theft of trade secrets. Get their account shut down.
Wait, don't do anything rash. The Nyo family has loan shark debt and a health department notice on their door. They could be pushed over the edge anytime. No matter how he cooks the books online, he won't make a dime in real income. A crazy man like Daniel Bull. He's just covering. He wants to fake the numbers and trick someone into buying Miss Vale Manor. Sell it off.
This, using fake transactions
To trick someone.
that's large-scale contract fraud. He could spend the rest of his life in prison.
If we report them now, we'll tip them off. They'll lose an online store account. Zoe. Gather dirt on the Bull family. Screenshot and screen record proof they stole our images. Put it in an evidence file and bring it to me.
Lucas. The way you put on airs and con rich regulars with your T-skills. I've picked up tricks. Today, I'll use your own name to land my big fish. Mr. Wang, this is the man I told you.
David Bull, Mr. Bull.
Mr. Bull thrives in our province's hotel scene. His cloud top retreat ranks first in province for customer
Hot Spring Resort.
Mr. Bull, you're young and accomplished.
But I'm curious. If it's the top-rated hotel, why would you sell it?
Mr. King, to be honest, I've poured my heart and soul into this resort. If I weren't moving abroad to reunite with my wife and kids, I'd never sell it. Mr. King,
You don't know the half of it. Several big bosses came with cash, ready to buy, but Mr. Bull wouldn't agree. Mr. Bull told me this resort had to go to the right person. The moment he saw you today, he knew he'd found that person.
Take a look at these figures.
Occupancy rate, average spend per guest. This makes money faster than mining coal. The resort is stunning. It's a lucky spot.
Mr. King,
With the province's tourism incentives, this land is rare. Mr. Bull is letting it go because he's rushing abroad. 8 million is a total steal.
Mr. King, to be honest, local competitors are eyeing this prize. If Brother Gold hadn't recommended you, a big investor from another county, I wouldn't show you these files.
8 million? Deal. I'll take the deal. Hurry, Mr. Bull. Let's go. We're heading to the resort for an on-site.
Let's check it out. If the facilities are good, we'll pay the deposit today.
Mr. Lewis,
Why is the road blocked?
I wanted to try your province's top private hot spring.
Mr. King, the resort is having closed-door maintenance. The equipment inside is being upgraded
No unauthorized personnel near it.
to protect trade secrets.
Exactly, Mr.
just think of
The more upscale the hotel, the stricter the water quality and eco-equipment standards. Mr. Bull would rather close briefly and lose money to keep the water purification system in shape. That's true dedication.
Look up at the direction of the mountain range.
In feng shui term,
It's called a green dragon at the back and a jade belt around the waist. A treasure basin, a luck.
makes sense. He'd rather close and lose money than compromise on equipment quality. It's first in the province. Mr. Bull, a $2 million deposit.
Let's sign the contract today.
The remaining $6 million. Give 3 days to raise the balance, then we'll handle the transfer.
Mr. King, that's very straightforward. Pleasure doing business. It's done. I wait 3 days for the 6 million balance, then I'm buying a ticket and leaving the country. To hell with the loan sharks, the health department, and that sucker coal boss.
Boss Great China.
brilliant.
Using someone else's fake records to sell your own money pit. It's a flawless setup, but we had a deal. Not a cent less on my 15% cut. Forging seals and contracts could get us killed.
Don't worry, Brother Gold. You'll get every cent.
Mr. King,
You've paid the deposit. Sign these 3 contracts and stamp them with your seal. The hot spring resort in the province will be yours.
Mr. King, yesterday, an investor from the South called. He offered 100,000 more to snatch it away. No one takes meat off my plate. Bull, go abroad and reunite with your wife and kids. This lucky land. I'll make it thrive.
Sign it. Once signed, the money is mine. I'll be rid of that dump, buy a ticket, and fly abroad. To live it up.
Luke,
What are you doing here?
this is a private room. Get out.
What are you rushing for? I don't care how you sell buildings and land, but you stole my old operating data and platform reviews. And passed them off as your current results. In business, that's called contract fraud.
Mr. Newton, what happened? He says you stole data. Is this investment brochure fake?
Bullshit. Mr. Warren, don't listen to this lunatic. He's making false accusations. He's my competitor. Jealous I'm about to sign it now. Once signed.
Right.
Mr. Warren, people throw mud around. Our deal is in black and white.
I've spent my life fighting through business. Have I really been played for a sucker? Until we get to the bottom of this. No signing. Charlie, call the provincial branch office. Tell them to get online and check now. Background of Hidden Cloud Lodge and Cloud Peak.
Yes, Mr. Wang.
I'll check right away.
It's over. It's all over.
Once that assistant
The septic tank explosion and shutdown will be exposed. The 8 million will be gone, and loan sharks will come after my family tomorrow. This is about to blow up. Forget that 15% kickback.
If I don't run now,
I'll end up in jail with this idiot today.
And Mr. Wang. I found it. The internet is full of bad news about this resort. There was never a closed-door equipment upgrade. The shady business used cheap pipes, and Cloud Hidden Resort septic tank backflow exploded. The negative reviews are flooding in. The resort has been ordered by the health department to shut down indefinitely, and its gates have been sealed.
I nearly threw in 8 million for prime land, but it was a blown-out septic pit. That bastard bull tried to sell me a shithole as a luxury hotel. He used fake data and reports to scam me out of my cash. This deal is off. That 2 million deposit, you'll return it and pay double damages. Little Chang, call legal. Have them draft a lawyer's letter. Sue that fraud and see him rot in prison. Oh, no. This is a total disaster. If we don't run now, when will we? Let's go.
It's over. It's all over. 8 million is gone. The loan sharks will come for us tomorrow. The bank will take the house. We'd be sued for fraud and sent to jail. There's no way out. There's no way out at all. Luke, I'll kill you. You ruined my family. You've cut off my only way out. I'm taking you down with me.
Da Huan Yo, have you no shame? You and father used dirty tricks to drive Luke out of the resort. Your family's greed caused the septic tank explosion. You stole Luke's data to scam people. You've been exposed, still have the nerve to make a scene. You brought this on yourself. This is karma.
the one who ruined your family was never me. It was your own greed and stupidity. Mr. Neo, the lawyer's letter will arrive soon. You'll spend the rest of your life reflecting behind bars.
Daniel Bull. Don't play dead with me, you bastard. You promised to pay back the bridge loan, principal, and interest. Where's the money?
The money? It's gone. That bastard Lucas ruined everything. It's all gone.
No money? You dare screw me over? If I don't see the money today, I'll break your arm first, then burn this dump to the ground.
Please, sir, have mercy. Don't hurt us. Our resort. We can sell it soon, really. Please give us a few more days.
What rotten luck. You actually brought in a representative. Listen up, you two deadbeats. Don't think you're safe just because a representative is here. I've got plenty of ways to make you pay.
What did we do to deserve this?
Isn't Mr. Bull and his family? He used to honk his luxury car in the neighborhood. I thought he'd struck it rich. You haven't heard? They say his resort cut corners and blew up a sewage tank. Then he tried to fake it. Evil deeds catch up with you.
Serves them right. Ha!
That family is rotten. They'll get what's coming to them.
De Hua, our house is gone. Everything is gone.
All fixed assets and land rights of the former Cloud Hidden Resort are confirmed sold at the third bid.
Victor Bull, Howard Bull, the Cloud Shade Manor you father and son stole through dirty tricks was turned by your own hands into ruins. Now I've taken it back. There is only Cloud Shade in this world. The contaminated soil must be excavated, replaced, then sterilized. Once cleared, follow new plans. And turn it into a Zen-style dry landscape garden. Not a trace of the old filth can remain.
Mr. Land, don't worry. We're using eco-friendly materials. It'll be completely transformed when we're done.
Once renovation work here is finished, the former Cloudshade site can officially open as Phase 2 of our Skyhaven project. By then, our total guest capacity will at least double. Luke, monthly figures from operations. Cloud Peak has not only stayed #1 among the province's resort hotels, but its overall rating has left second place behind.
Number 1 is never the finish line. Only by perfecting our service can we build a deep enough moat. Once Phase 2 comes online, we'll see another surge in guests.
Brother Lou, Cloud Peak Phase 2 is under construction, but it can't solve the capacity of Phase 1's rooms has hit its limit. Basic hot spring rooms are booked out 3 months ahead. Guests who come this far but can't get a room are upset. Impatient regulars missed weekend private hot spring villas twice in a row. They're complaining in DMs, asking if
Scarcity marketing, a trick for influencer shops with no confidence. Cloud Peak's foundation, our one-of-a-kind premium facilities and unmatched experience. If we blindly cram more guest rooms into the resort for profit, we'll damage the original ecosystem and ruin the experience for regular guests. We absolutely.
Then what do
Are we supposed to just watch all these guests go to resorts in the next city?
Zoe. What do high-end guests come to the mountains for? On one hand, it's luxury private hot springs and first-class service. On the other, it's their longing for untouched nature and country life. The resort can't fit everyone. We'll make this pie bigger and expand outward. Look at this village. It has authentic country stoves, unspoiled mountain tea fields, and orchards.
Mr. Lou, you mean bringing high-end guests from the city into the village?
We're not going after a monopoly. With Yunnan at the core, I'll build a full ecotourism network for the deep mountains. Xiao Zhou, go to the storeroom and get me 2 bottles of good liquor. I'm heading to Uncle Lee's house. Uncle Lee, keeping busy?
Mr. Lou, come on in. Have a seat. You're one of the most famous entrepreneurs in the province now. What brings you all the way out here?
Uncle Lee, I said, don't call me Mr. Lou, just call me Lo Lou. When the bull father and son threw me out, you treated me honestly and rented me the forest farm after telling me everything about it. I've always been grateful to you. I came to have some tea with you and talk about something. Uncle Lee, Cloud Peak is busy. Too many guests. Our 2 resorts can't handle them all. Take the lead and bring everyone together. Bring together the honest, hardworking folks in the village. Start a cultural tourism.
A tourism partnership? Luke, don't joke with polite talk. The people staying at your resort are bosses driving Benzes and wearing brands. They sleep on mattresses costing tens of thousands. Our mud brick houses and dry toilets. We don't have streetlights. Would those wealthy guests want to stay in our muddy yards?
Uncle Lee, they've spent too long in the concrete jungle, eating food. What they really crave is our simple home cooking, wood-fired stoves, and natural scenery. My plan is for Cloud Peak to take the lead. We'll choose qualified households and turn the villagers' empty homes into high-end, standardized guest houses. Then we'll help everyone set up a shuttle service. Later, sell mountain tea and local specialties. On online platforms, we'll support. We'll all make money together.
This remote mountain village of ours can't make much money in a year just by farming. If it really works like Luke said, the whole village could make a fortune. Luke, I know you mean well. You have vision. You're meant for big things. But in our village, it just won't work.
Why not? Do folks still have concerns?
They got burned before. You don't know. Nathan Bull's son, Daniel, came to the village and talked everyone into partnership. He had people buy seeds and build greenhouses, saying he'd grow organic crops. They pushed organic vegetables at Cloudvale Estate. The villagers believed them and invested their savings. Then what happened? But Big Nyo said they cost too much. He insisted vegetables had bug holes and failed. He slashed purchase price to almost nothing. Then he withheld everyone's vegetable money for half a year. Since then, the villagers have lost all faith. Whenever they hear big bosses talking about cooperation, they're more scared than if they saw a ghost. Who would dare put more money into it?
That Nyo father and son are selfish and shameless. Taking over the estate is bad enough, but they went after the villagers. They'll cheat you out of your money, Uncle Lee. The villagers have been cheated before. They're angry and wary. If it were me, after that, I'd think city bosses were con artists. I never make empty promises. I only sign guaranteed contracts. Since everyone's afraid of risks, we won't make moves involving the whole village. You're highly respected in the village. We can start with 1 or 2 dependable families. Behind doors, we'll discuss guarantees, not investments. As long as willing to make the introduction, all the remaining resistant, I'll handle it.
Luke, I know you mean well. I'll swallow my pride. I'll get Mrs. King and Old Man Stone. We'll talk privately and see what they think.
Thanks for going through the trouble, Uncle Lee.
What's a big shot boss, dressed so fancy, doing in our poor little village? The fancier these big shot bosses look, more ruthless when they scam people. Isn't Big Ben living proof?
I want to turn the village into a farm resort and attract visitors to the estate.
Boss Reed,
You do sound better than Benny Bull, but let's be honest.
you said you'd replace outhouses with toilets and upgrade beds to hotel standards. You want us farmers to pay up front
For the renovations,
What if we sink all our money into this, and resort guests look down on our village and never come? Who do we cry to? Benny Bull hasn't paid back the money he owes us.
we're not getting played for suckers again.
She's right. Mr. Reed, we're poor folks who make a living off the land. We can't afford your city ways. It won't work. We've been burned by scumbags like Benny Bull before.
Hard-earned money. It's only natural they're on guard. Words alone won't break the ice. We need to show real financial commitment. Auntie Wong, Uncle Zhao. I completely understand your concerns. Nyo Dahua has done terrible things. I'm not asking for trust now. I'm not here to ask anyone for money today. And don't plan to involve the village from the start. I'll run a pilot program. All renovation costs for the rooms. Flush toilets, water heaters, and hotel-grade cotton bedding. You won't pay a cent. Cloud Peak Lodge will cover it all. We'll pay the full cost and install everything for free. Hardware costs for renovated rooms. Flush toilets, water heaters, and hotel-grade cotton bedding. You won't have to pay a cent. Cloud Sky Lodge will cover costs and install for free. Once renovations are done. Even if the lodge doesn't send you guests for a month, I'll still guarantee you $2,000 a month. I'll pay it no matter what. Once guests come, you keep most of the lodging fees. The lodge only takes 10% for management. This $5,000 covers lost wages during renovations. I'll leave with Uncle Lee. If we lose money, it's on me, Lu Yuan. If we profit, the money goes in your pockets.
No renovation costs and guaranteed pay? This boss Lou
Really wants to help us make.
Lu Yuan, I trust your pilot plan. I'm in. Start with 3 side rooms.
If I don't have to pay, I'm in, brotherly.
Then I'll go for it too. I'll be the second household.
Since Old Lee and Little Sister
Are both in, then I.
Boss Lou. I'll clear out those 2 rooms in my backyard, too.
I'm in.
Good. Since you 3 are willing to trust me. Skirich's professional crew and premium furnishings will be here first thing tomorrow.
Have a seat, both of you. This chicken is free range from the hill behind us. I picked these vegetables fresh from our own field this morning. No fertilizer. Natural. You too, give it a try. See if you like it.
The meat is firm, and the soup is rich. This is real, rustic wood-fired food. No matter what you spend in the city, you can't buy this authentic country flavor. It's sweet, better than organic salads at fancy Western restaurants. At other farm resorts, the worst was dirty bathrooms and damp beds. Boss Land nailed it. He kept country scenery and farm-style food, but underneath, it's 5-star. High-end bathrooms and bedding. I absolutely love this kind of wild luxury.
Oh, my God. Just the commission from lodging and meals these past 2 days. I got over 2,000 yuan. That's more than I make selling vegetables in half a year.
Tell me about it. When the guests left, they bought up all the cured pork I'd made at home. They even left a deposit, saying that in half a month, they'd bring their friends back.
Lu. I've got to thank you.
Uncle Lee. Don't be so formal. I told you, we don't make empty promises, sign real deals. This is only the beginning. As long as we stick to all natural products and strict cleanliness standards, the good days are still ahead of us. This isn't just a business for 3 families. If they follow Cloud Peak's rules, every family in our village, we can all make a living at this.
Do you need people at your lodge? My family's 3 brick houses are empty too. Could you renovate ours too? Boss Miles, Derek Bull is a beast, but you're a saint. Help us.
Folks, I understand you want to make money. As long as you're willing to work, Miles Road, won't hold back. But if we want this to last, we need rules and standards. Old Village Chief, notify the whole village. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., we'll hold a village meeting at the threshing ground. Cover renovation requirements and stand with everyone.
Go home and sleep tonight. Meet at the threshing ground tomorrow. Don't be late.
Folks, if you want to make money, Cloud Peak welcomes you. But let me be clear, joining the Cloud Peak Cooperative takes more than painting a wall and putting in a bed. Starting today, we'll bring in a management system. Every guest house signing up must meet standardized renovation requirements. Sheets must be changed after every guest and sent down for high-temperature sanitized. Kitchens must keep raw and cooked food separate, with open cook. Anyone who uses inferior ingredients and damages Cloud Abyss's reputation will be removed immediately and never work again.
Mr. Lu, don't worry.
Anyone breaking the rules and cutting off livelihoods,
I'll be the first to punish him.
Mr. Zhang, all 4 courtyard homes at the resort are fully booked this weekend, so we'd especially like to recommend our newly launched Sky Peak Retreat Eco Experience Package. Stay in an authentic standalone farmhouse, certified.
Sounds great. I'm tired of soaking in springs every day. Let kids experience farm life. Book 2 for me.
Mr. Liu, benefactor of our whole village. This year, we built a new house, and my son, working in the city, came home too. Our family is together.
Folks, never forget who dug the well when you drink the water. Back then, that man named Bull treated us like dirt. Mr. Liu used his real skills and generous heart to pull our whole village through.
Luke, we did it. You not only got back everything that was yours, you created a miracle.
Zoe, highest form of business, is never fighting trash in the mud. Nor is it monopolizing resources. True winners lead those who believe in them to the top of the world.